JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, alleged car thief killed by cops. A confrontation between alleged car thieves and police officers has resulted in the fatal shooting of one of the men in St. Andrew on Friday night. It is understood that the incident occurred around 7 p.m. on Burlington Avenue in the parish. A police source said the police were alerted to the attempted motor vehicle robbery and responded. However, the incident quickly escalated when one man was shot and killed while the others made good their escape. The police recovered the stolen motor car on Burlington Avenue. The identity of the deceased man or the number of persons who attempted to rob the vehicle was not revealed. Detectives assigned to the Halfway Tree police station processed the scene. Wanted man among those detained in security operation in Clarendon. The police say a wanted man and others deemed persons of interest were apprehended during a Jamaica constabulary force-led operation in Clarendon on Friday. The exercise, dubbed Operation Reclaim, combined the efforts of the Jamaica Defence Force and the K9 and the Narcotics divisions of the force. It is an initiative of our Assistant Commissioner of Police to cauterize incidents of crime that have been happening in Clarendon, Manchester and St. Elizabeth, explained Deputy Superintendent Kerry Duncan, who oversees operations in Area 3, which comprises the 3 parishes. We have detected breaches of the Firearms Act, the Dangerous Drugs Act, and also having in custody a person who is wanted in another jurisdiction, and we have also apprehended some of the persons who we believe are persons of interest that will be interviewed, said Duncan. He was speaking with the media in Tollgate on Friday. The senior policeman said such operations are crucial in the fight against crime, stating that criminals are finding ingenious ways to elude the police. The wanted man was traveling in a private motor vehicle, traveling with a child and a female, and would want to throw us off, he said. In the meantime, Duncan made an appeal to members of the public to exercise patience, as such operations could impede traffic. We understand that persons will be delayed when we have operations like this, but we just ask them to understand that when we do this, it is with their best interests at heart. It is about the safety and security of the persons within the spaces we operate, said Duncan. 17-year-old shot and killed in St. James home invasion. A 17-year-old male was shot dead during a home invasion by unknown assailants in Green Pond, St. James, Saturday morning. The deceased has been identified as Daniel Sawyers, otherwise called Butty and Seal. Reports from the Montego Bay police are that about 2 a.m., gun-toting men forcibly entered Sawyers' home. The thugs reportedly took the 17-year-old from the house and opened gunfire, hitting him multiple times. The police were summoned, and Sawyers was subsequently found lying in the yard with gunshot wounds. He was taken to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The St. James police are investigating. Skeletal remains found in Portmore Swamp. The Greater Portmore Police have launched an investigation following the discovery of human skeletal remains in a swamp along Old Hellshire Road in Portmore, St. Catherine on Saturday, June 10. Reports are that about 10:30 p.m., a citizen was crab hunting in the area when he stumbled upon human skeletal remains. He reported the discovery to the police, and on their arrival, the remains were seen in blue jeans pants in a swamp bed. It was removed to the morgue. Persons with information that can assist investigators are asked to contact the Portmore Criminal Investigations Branch at 876-949-8422, Police 119 number, or the nearest police station. 2 killed in St. Anne car crash. 2 people died from injuries sustained in a motor vehicle crash on the Droxall Main Road in St. Anne on Saturday morning. Dead are 49-year-old Gregory John of Lilyfield Road, Bamboo in the parish, and an unidentified woman. Police report that John and the woman were involved in a crash around 12:10 a.m. When the police and the fire brigade arrived on the scene, John and the woman were taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. Former policeman who allegedly failed to report a crime remanded. Former police constable Omar Edwards, who allegedly failed to report the fatal shooting of a woman in his presence, has been remanded. When Edwards, 43, appeared in the St. Catherine Parish Court on Friday, Senior Parish Court Judge Desiree Lane was told the case file was incomplete. He was ordered to return to court on July 7. It is alleged that about 8:30 p.m. on May 18, Edwards picked up Risa Young Hogg, a 33-year-old security guard of Marlymount, Old Harbour, St. Catherine from work. While traveling with young Hogg from Portmore to Spanish Town, explosions were reportedly heard and it was discovered that the security guard was shot and injured. Investigators said that Edwards took her to hospital without reporting the incident to the police. She was admitted and died from her injuries 2 days later. The matter was reported after relatives became suspicious. Edwards was later held by the police and charged with misprision of a felony. Gun and ammunition seized in Cassava Peace. A team of officers assigned to the St. Andrew North Police Division seized a Glock pistol with 18 assorted rounds of ammunition during an operation on Cassava Peace Road, Kingston 8 on Friday. The Constant Spring Police say about 7:30 a.m. lawmen in the area when a premises was searched. The police said during the search, the gun and ammunition were seen hidden under stones at the back of the premises. Gunmen flee leaving gun after failed robbery attempt at Kingston gas station. 2 gunmen fled, leaving a gun after a failed robbery attempt at a gas station on Slab Road in Kingston earlier this week. No one was hurt during the incident, the police said. It was reported that around 5:10 p.m. on Wednesday, 2 men on a motorcycle approached a pump attendant and asked if she had 90 gas. The rider turned to the pillion and asked if he had cash. The pillion began to search himself, but then pulled a gun from his waistband, tucked it in the attendant's side, and demanded all of her properties. Police said the attendant pulled away from the culprit and screamed. One of the security guards at the location saw what was happening, pulled his service firearm, and fired at the gunman. The bike driver, the police said, rode off and escaped on the motorcycle while the pillion fell to the ground. The gun he had in his hand fell and he escaped into the area on foot, leaving the weapon. A Smith & Wesson pistol with a magazine containing 12 cartridges was seized from the location. The police have since launched a manhunt for the wannabe robbers. Man in custody for murder of woman whose body was found in Monique. The Senton police have taken a man into custody in relation to the discovery of a woman's body in Monique on Friday morning. The deceased has been identified as 48-year-old Novlet Chambers, otherwise called Mitzi, of Clapham, Monique in the parish. Police report that Chambers was found dead around 6:23 a.m. behind a building in the community. Lawmen say she was partially naked and her head was bashed in. A police source said that following investigations, a man was arrested. His identity has been withheld pending further investigations. In the meantime, a close friend of Chambers, who chose not to be named, said she'll be missed dearly. Mitzi was the most fun-loving person I know. Once she enters a room, all attention goes to her. Being around her, if you're having a bad day, be certain that she's going to lift your spirit. Mitzi was loved. She was a kind person. She would have her last and give it to you. Well, this is hard, the friend said. She loved kids. She loved dancing. She was a lover of her rum with water. I don't know how far her education went, but she always telling the younger ones to keep up them heads and do well in school, the friend continued. She said her friend of 11 years was known for being affectionate. Mitzi love hug. Anywhere she sees you, she'll make sure she give you a hug and kiss you, and always tell how much she love you. I've known her for 11 years now and I don't have anything bad to say about her. She was so free-spirited and jovial, she said. Flight attendant held with drugs at airport granted $1 million bail. A female flight attendant who claimed through her attorney that she was set up after 3 pounds of cocaine was reportedly discovered in her luggage at the Sangster International Airport was offered bail in the sum of $1 million in the St. James Parish Court on Friday. Michelle Virgo, a 44-year-old dual citizen of Jamaican and United States addresses, is charged with possession of, dealing in, attempting to export, and conspiracy to export cocaine. Virgo's attorney, Martin Thomas, told the presiding parish judge, Sasha Mary Smith Ashley, during her bail hearing that she had consistently denied having any knowledge of the cocaine even after being arrested. I had an opportunity to read the statements, and every step of the way, she denied knowledge of the cocaine. She claimed that she was set up and her suitcase was kept at home, left around persons who she trusted, Thomas explained, while adding that Virgo had no previous convictions. Meanwhile, the prosecution informed the court that it was not opposed to Virgo being granted bail. It was revealed that the prosecution's case file is currently incomplete due to the lack of a forensic certificate, scene of crime photographs, and a corroborating officer's statement. A bail application has been made on your behalf. The Crown is unopposed to bail, and the bench has no reason to deny it to you. I'm offering you bail in the sum of $1 million with one surety, and it must be a cash bond, Judge Smith Ashley informed Virgo. Virgo is required to report to the police 3 times per week and surrender her travel documents as part of her bail conditions, and a stop order has been put in place to prevent her from leaving Jamaica through any of the island's ports of entry. The matter will be mentioned again on September 11. According to the allegations, on June 6, Virgo was preparing to board a JetBlue flight bound for New York at the Sangsu International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James. During a routine security check, the cocaine, which is said to have a street value of $75,000 or 11.5 million Jamaican dollars, was reportedly found in a false compartment in her suitcase. Under caution, Virgo allegedly said, "Cocaine, this is unbelievable." She was later charged with the breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. Rat face charge after Cocoa Peace home invasion. A 32-year-old man has been slapped with several charges in connection to a home invasion in Cocoa Peace, Clarendon on Wednesday. Roshane Williams, otherwise called Rat, Ratty and Ratface of Swanee District in the parish, is charged with wounding with intent, unauthorized possession of prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and using a prohibited weapon to commit a felony. Reports are that Williams was allegedly among men who entered a man's home about 5:30 a.m. in search of a relative of the man. Their search was unsuccessful, which resulted in them opening gunfire, hitting the man before escaping in the area. The police were summoned and the injured man taken to hospital where he was treated. Investigations led to Williams' arrest on Friday, June 9. He was subsequently charged following an identification parade during which he was pointed out on Thursday, June 15. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.